So these are some common tests I use in my own assessment. I first start with posture analysis, check for upper cross syndrome, lower cross syndrome, and take photograph of anterior, posterior and lateral view. So always check from bottom up. You check the ankles, knee, hip, lumbar spine, thoracic spine, shoulders and neck. In this order, you can get a deep analysis of your training. And next one is the balance and stability test. I start with single leg stand. It's a basic one. So if you want to add more constraint, you can make them close and open eyes and make them stand on foam or some kind of unstable surface. For athletes, I used star balance test, but it's not necessary because unless until you are training highly advanced training in the sense, not in the game sort of sports experience, I mean physical preparation training age. Third one is joint range of motion. The common test would be Aubus test, Ellis test, Thomas test, Faber and Fader test, back flexion and extension. You can just use the norms from the biomechanics and kinesiology text and check the joint range of motion and muscle length. And this is a special one. I don't follow FMS or any set protocols. I use my own movement literacy testing. I start with bodyweight squats. Actually, it will be very pointless to coach and explain them on first day, but if you are training an advanced trainee, this will be optimal. Start with bodyweight squats, lunges, some kind of pushing movement and pulling movement, gait, running, and a battery of tests for midsection, that is holding front plank, side plank and bridge for time. Here you don't have to correct the training, all you have to do is observe, do regressed version of these movements and see how they are carrying their body and how they are moving. This will be a good test. So in order to write the proper program, progression and loading scheme. Fifth is max strength. I don't think most of them are in this category unless until their training age is very high. You can check one arm back squat, leg press and bench press, and always do thorough warm up before doing these tests. So sixth one is muscular endurance. Max repetition on chin-ups, push-ups and bodyweight squats. I prefer doing this for time. Set timer for 30 to 60 seconds and get maximal repetition. See, technique is the issue. If they can't clear the movement literacy test, checking max strength and muscular endurance is pointless. For power, this can be done for athletes only. I prefer starting with vertical jump and give 3 attempts, and as I mentioned earlier, thorough warm up is must. Second test would be a broad jump, and third some kind of medicine ball throws, twist throws, chest pass, anything of choice which is relevant on the sport analysis. Agility, you can do the pro agility test, that is the 5 and 5, or 3-cone drill, the L run, or the T drill. I don't much use T drill because it's time consuming, and also I prefer using pro agility and L run, which is easy and more reliable. Actually, agility is a misnomer. Unless until there is a reactive component to it, we are just checking the change of direction of the athlete in a rapid movement. For speed, I use 10-meter sprints and 40-meter sprints. This is a good test for checking the acceleration and starting strength of the athlete. Finally, lactate threshold and aerobic test. You can use 400 meter for checking the lactate threshold. This is a very intense one. You should warm up thoroughly and properly. And finally, a 1.5 kilometer run or the 12-minute run. There is a Cooper test for checking the aerobic power and capacity of the training. So there you have it, the basic tests and evaluation which I use in my training. So you have to create your own system and add tests and evaluation which will be relevant for you to use and design proper program. So good luck with that. Create your own system and don't just blindly follow anyone, even if they are highly proficient, holding multiple degrees in various sports department. All you need is a system which is relevant for you, and creating a system takes time. You have to invest in yourself by accumulating knowledge and reading books. So in that case, if you want to become a highly proficient strength and conditioning or physical preparation coach, you have to put in time to help your trainees and athletes get better at their sport or activities of daily life.